Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into Crypto ZX. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel today. To all my viewers watching my video right now, can I please ask you guys to smash that like button and hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already. This does help out the channel tremendously and it also keeps me motivated on making videos for you guys. But with that being said, let's jump right in today's content. Alright guys, before I begin, I would like to say the disclaimer, anything on this channel should not be taken as financial advice because I am not a financial advisor. Cryptocurrencies are super volatile, so please do your own due diligence and research before investing in these markets. Looking at the overall crypto market cap today, we are currently sitting at $1.51 trillion. We're down 6.8% in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, BTC dominance is currently sitting at 43.8%. Looking at the overall markets, guys, we're seeing a lot of red across the board, especially in the last 24 hours, as you guys can see right now. And that is mainly due to the fact that Bitcoin has seen a quite significant drop towards the downside, obviously taking the entire markets down with it. We will get into BTC charts later on in this video, but today, guys, I want to look further into Vechain. Alright, my Vechain family, if we are looking at Vechain's price right now, we are currently trading at 0.0973 cents. We're down 8.3% in the last 24 hours in USD comparative. We're also down 2.3% in BTC comparative in just the last 24 hours. Vechain's current rank on CoinMarketCap and on CoinGecko is at the top 22 spot. Market cap right now is $6.3 billion. Meanwhile, 24-hour trading volume is at $717.7 million. This right off the bat is still not looking good, guys. We need to be above $1 billion at least, but I believe that will happen as markets go towards the upside. So, I believe that is nothing to worry about, but I just personally do not like seeing, a project like Vechain with 24-hour trading volume like this. But if we're zooming out and looking at the bigger picture, guys, in just the last year alone, we are up still 981.7%. So let's not forget that. Obviously, in the last 30 to 14 days, we are down quite significantly, and you guys know exactly what's happening over the last 1 month in the cryptocurrency space. So this should not be coming as a surprise to any one of us, but let's deep dive into the Vechain charts right off the bat and waste no more time and get right into the detail as to what exactly is going on and where we could be going in the immediate short term. Alright guys, first off, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for taking your time out of your day to come and watch this update. I greatly appreciate you guys. If we are looking at the Vechain's price right now, we are currently trading at 0.0965 cents. One thing I want to point out for us is that we have a break in below this level of support, which I personally do not like seeing a Vechain do. And this level of support is very, very important for Vechain, which is at that 0.099, almost 10 cents if you want to put it there. Since then, guys, we have dropped, as of recording this video, 2.7% from this level of support. So we do have definitely a possibility for us to close above this as today comes to an end. So we will see what happens. If we're unable to close above this level, guys, then things could look a little bit bearish for the next coming days, because you guys do know the weekend is approaching and we do tend to see a lot of Bitcoin manipulation occur in the markets due to the fact that CME futures are closed. So we could possibly see more downward momentum if Bitcoin Bitcoin is unable to close specific price targets, which we will get into later in this video. Yeah, that is what we're looking at. What I personally would like for Vechain to do is get above this 10 cents mark as fast as possible, because that's where I feel, that's where I feel good that, for the price for Vechain to stand around. I do not like obviously seeing it below this level of support, so we need to keep this in mind. So, talking about this, let's get into Bitcoin charts and see what's going on, and then we will come and make a conclusion as to what could possibly happen with Vechain in the next coming days. So right off the bat, as you guys can see, we are seeing Bitcoin charts right now. You guys can see we were unable to close above $38,200 mark, which I have been saying how important it is for us to stay in the bullish trend. But obviously, you guys know there are certain things going around in the markets right now causing Bitcoin price to go towards the downside. Number one, the main key that I want to point out, if you guys did miss my video over the last 2 days, I made a video explaining as to what is going on with the cryptocurrency space, especially Bitcoin, because at the end of the day, Bitcoin is the leading indicator of the markets. When it goes towards the downside, we do tend to see the entire market follow. So basically what is happening is that The US came out and they said their interest rates will be increasing by the end of 2023. Obviously, when interest rates go up, we do tend to see assets like Bitcoin, stock market, Dow Jones. You guys get the picture. Gold, silver, bonds. We do tend to see them go towards the downside. And if you guys look at the DXY index, we did see a skyrocket in the charts for the DXY index. Meanwhile, the entire markets around the globe did see some sort of bearish trend towards the downside, and Bitcoin is no exception. So that also comes into play as to why we were unable to closed above $38,000 a $200 mark. But one thing I also want to point out for you guys is that obviously today is start of the weekend somewhere around the world, and in North America weekend starts tomorrow, Saturday's tomorrow, and you guys know CME futures are closed, and we do tend to see a lot of manipulation occur around the weekends, especially for Bitcoin. So we need to keep that in mind when we are looking at the Bitcoin charts right now. So one thing I want to point out for you guys is that we are below this $36,200 mark, which is a very crucial level of support for Bitcoin. What I would like for Bitcoin to do is get above this level and close above it. And I think we will be looking good if we were to do that. If we're unable to close above this, guys, then yes, there is definitely a potential for us to fall more towards the downside. And as you guys know, this is the last live support at this $33,247 mark for Bitcoin. And if we're able to if we're unable to bounce back above $31,000, guys, then things could start looking ugly, and we could even possibly go below 30K, and that would be very, very bearish for the entire markets for the immediate short term. So we have to keep that in mind when we are looking at the charts right now. So what we want to see Bitcoin do right now is close above this level of support around this $36,200 mark. We still have 4 hours to do that, and we will see what happens. So keeping this in mind, let's get back into the Vechain charts and see what could happen. So as you guys can see, guys, we did see Bitcoin go back into this green just a little bit. Nothing to get excited about. We are seeing Vechain do the exact same thing right now as well. And like I said, we need to get above this 10 cents mark and stay above there, especially around this level, guys, 11.1 cents. And this is where I personally feel good that Vechain is still around those good levels. And then we gradually move towards the upside. Obviously, we do have to keep the BTC dominance chart in mind as well, as BTC dominance does go towards the upside, which it is doing right now. That does tend to mean that altcoins are trading sideways. And when Bitcoin does go towards the downside, we do tend to bleed even harder compared to before. So that's why BTC dominance is very, very important when we are looking at the altcoin markets. But like I mentioned, we will see what happens in the next couple hours. I would like for us to get back above this level of support and gradually move towards the upside, possibly above this level of resistance at this 12.9 cents mark. I can only see us breaking this level if a Bitcoin were to get to this level right here, guys, as you guys can see. And this is keeping in mind that the BTC dominance stays around the current levels. If BTC dominance does go towards the downside and we were to touch $46,600 mark, then we could even possibly break above this and maybe get back into the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. So this is why it's very, very important for us to keep a close eye on the BTC dominance charts. If we do bring out the measuring tool, that would mean if, let's say, we do have a bounce back up from this current level, we could see a 31.5% move towards the upside for Bitcoin. And, we could come and make a rough estimate for Vechain. And that would mean, we could get back into possibly, above this level of resistance for sure. But if BTC dominance is going towards the downside, then I could definitely see us break past this. As you guys can see, we almost broke past this when we were at 38,000 just 2 weeks ago, but we were unable to do that because the news came out and we did see more downwards momentum. So far everything is looking not so bad right now, guys. You guys know my stance on Vechain. Obviously, short term we can't really control these kind of moves. When they do tend to occur, we could see manipulation occur. We could see Bitcoin go towards the downside, which could really leave a negative impact on the altcoin market. And obviously, Vechain is no exception at all. But long-term perspective, guys, Like, I always tell this to you guys, if you have done your due diligence and research and have invested what you can afford to lose, guys, holding would be your number one strategy to follow. And you guys should not be looking at the charts 24/7, because they could be boring, and they could make you feel bad. So that's why it's very important to just put your phones away, especially if you're in for the long haul, guys. um, uh, Altcoins will have their time. Altcoins will definitely have their time, but patience is very much needed. Let's not forget, Vechain is up in just the last year alone. Despite the fact that we're seeing these prices, we're still up 1,000%. People tend to forget that a lot, especially the newcomers, guys. So let's not forget that when we are looking at the charts. I always tell you guys, nothing is ever going to go up straight forever in this markets. There's always going to be consolidation, corrections, before we do see another leg up towards the upside. And you have to be patient around this time. And if you are not patient, guys, then you can't really do much around these times specifically. So please keep that in mind when we are looking at the prices and the markets, especially the cryptocurrency markets. You guys know my stance on VeChain. I believe VeChain is by far one of the biggest projects in the crypto space, and they are definitely helping bring mass adoption to the crypto space, and it's only going to get bigger as days go by. And this gets me super bullish, and I do believe VeChain is going to be one of the biggest projects in the next 3 to 5 years. Especially considering what they are doing right now. And if they continue growing at the pace they're growing right now, sky's the limit for this project, and we cannot even put a specific price target for it for the long term. Obviously, this bull cycle, guys, I could definitely see us get back. I still believe this bull cycle is not over. I believe we will see another altcoin season, but again, this is just my own personal opinion. We always have to remember, if Bitcoin were to drop towards the downside, everything can be invalidated right away. So but I still believe we do have more bullish momentum to see, especially for altcoins towards the upside, along with Bitcoin. And VeChain is obviously one of them. And I still am a strong believer that we could see VeChain go to $1 at least this year alone. And if you guys don't know, if this is your first time coming on my channel, guys, you guys can see VeChain is working with some of the biggest companies around the world, just to name a few: PwC, DHL, BMW, AWS, H&M, and they are solving a real world problem. And bringing mass adoption, this helps other companies feel better coming into blockchain when they do see some big companies around the world using VeChain Thor blockchain. So this gets me super bullish, guys, and I always keep saying this to you guys. We have everything there for VeChain to succeed. We have the community, very massive supportive community there. We have the exchanges, we have the liquidity. Obviously, we would like to see Coinbase list us, which would open a lot of doors for us, and that would be another big thing on its own. But overall, everything is there for it to succeed long term. We just need to have patience, guys, and patience does tend to reward people that do have patience and just relax and chill. And this is why it's always important not to invest what you can't afford to lose, guys. I always tell you guys this every single time, because you guys know I keep it realistic on my channel. I'm not a moon boy. I never come out to you and say, you know what, we're going straight to the moon tomorrow. I never say that. We look at all the scenarios and come up with the most realistic and legitimate outcome that is most likely possibly going to happen. And I'm always going to keep it transparent and realistic with you guys. I'm not going to give fake hopium to any one of you guys, and my regular viewers already know that. But with that being said, guys, I will keep you guys updated if there's anything urgent that comes up. But so far, so good. We would like for us to get back above this level of resistance, and I think we will start to look good towards the upside. But with that being said, guys, do not forget to come join the Telegram group chat, guys, if you have not already. It's free to join. Come say hello and let's build this community together. And thank you to each and every one of you guys, especially my day one supporters, my regular supporters. I love each and every one of you guys. And remember, I do this exactly for you guys. Never forget that. And stay safe out there. Safety, health, and family comes first, and everything else absolutely comes later. And with that being said, I think I'm going to wrap up today's video around here. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.